What? It just sounds so crisp. This is the Beach Boys. This is the Beach Boys. Oh my God. Welcome to Stream. I'm Kelsey with Girl Music. If you didn't know, we are listening to Joe's new album, The Crux. I have been on tenterhooks waiting to listen to this album. I've heard personally really good reviews, but then I just looked on albumoftheyear.org and ooh, it's pretty mid. A lot of people are giving it a mid rating, and I don't know. I think we go into this knowing this might not be like the quintessential Joe. Also, his name is just so fun to say. I feel like I should have a counter ticking every time I say his name. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm gonna try to slip it in so much. We are listening to Joe today. Joe Keery is Joe. Everyone knows Joe Keery of Stranger Things. Who doesn't have a slight crush on Steve Harrington? He's Steve Harrington. He protects those babies like they are his own, and God bless him. But he is also a really great musician. I've been kind of mid on his past two albums, his debut and his sophomore album, but I have been, and I know I said this last time that I'm not listening to singles really, but I can't help but listen to Joe singles. I've been obsessed. Delete Ya is on permanent rotation in my brain. It's infectiously fun. Joe's just having a good time. Like, it's really good spring music in my opinion, where everything's just kind of light and airy. Everyone's smiling again. We made it through another harsh winter. I'm so dramatic. Harsh in San Diego. Yeah. But I think this is going to be good for your soul. I think this is going to be good and kind of grounding and calming and fun. A good, silly, fun time. I'm not going to care what the critics say. I didn't read a lot into it that heavy because I didn't want my opinion to be skewed, but just from like the little blurbs I've read, it's quite possible that it doesn't live to its full potential. So that's going to be what's kind of interesting here is, does it live up to what we think is Joe's full potential, or does it hit in that mid? We'll find out. It's a 45-minute album. Not bad. So we're going to be here. Get your popcorn. I think we're going to jump into this. I have lyrics, hopefully, praying to God this time. I think we're going to have fun with Joe today. Gosh darn it. We're going to listen to Joe's The Crux, starting right now with Lonesome State of Mind.
My dog is at my house again, but I live somewhere else. I think I thought it wrong. It's one-on-one.
When that little indie-tronica happened, what? I was about to say like, oh, he's really leaning into that 70s soft pop, Crosby, Stills and Nash, the Beach Boys, Laurel Canyon kind of vibes. But then he just whipped out some really old school 2000s indie-tronica at the end there. Loved that intro. I do want to say I read on Genius that the central concept of the album is a hotel housing guests who are all in one way or another at a crossroads in their life. So I kind of like that. I think it's little glimpses of people's life, and therefore very big storytelling I think is going to happen in this album. We can kind of tell with some certain lyrics that Joe is really in his era of songwriting, and I don't mind it. I kind of love seeing what's going to come out of his brain because he is a little goofy. He is a little goofy, like in real life. If you've seen him in interviews, he's just a dude. He's just a silly dude. And I think sometimes you kind of have that idea in your head of who he is, and that's going to be in his music. And it is to an extent, but I think there's some really good songwriting happening already just in that first intro song. I really enjoyed it. We're moving on to Basic Being Basic. That is amazing. I can't wait.
I worried, even cried. How'd it feel to take the light from my life? I think you're scared of being basic. That's ironic, cause it's reading like you're even more. It's not funny, but it's so funny. I don't want your money, I don't care for fame. Pass the pass and I'll outlast the hate to find real love that's not pretend. How basic? Tell me on it. Shuffle numbers, pointing fingers, ditching chats and different apps. That's basic. Change your body, change your face, curl your hair and make it straight. Take a picture of your plate, Tarantino movie days. Rah rah, Jugi Vo, Vera Bradley's back in vogue. That's basic. What an empty epitaph. Basic being basic. Yeah, my type 5 might get a laugh as is. If that's funny, I'm not funny.
Obsessed. That was not only so catchy, and again, like Delete Ya, I'm loving this little like woos he's doing in his voice where he just basic, you know, like he's doing it that in Delete Ya. He did that in this song. He sounds really good doing it. Like it's in his niche for sure. And I imagine some like really big 80s Joe Keery hair. I can't not picture him as Steve Harrington doing this like music video about being basic. It's so funny. I love this already. I don't see the mid. I think it's really fun. I think it's a really interesting, you know, take on pop culture, you know, saying chuggy in a song is is a choice. Coming up with the next song called Link. And again, remember, these are all little like clips of people in his little hotel house thing. So keep that in mind when you're reading the lyrics, like me.
I just graduated, top of my class. So why do I feel so bad? Yeah. So why do I feel so bad? Why do I feel so bad? Yeah. Must do what's right. I must do what's right. And what? I see a different side. Hey, things breaking out of the jail. Bunch out. Bad food still swallow. Hold the line. I said, hey, things breaking out of the jail.
Oh my God. Here's the thing. I'm worried because every time we've had an album start off just absolutely killer, around the fourth and fifth song, it kind of goes downhill, and then side B becomes a whole other album, and we don't know where it went. So now I'm worried. I'm adding all 3 songs to my playlist. They're perfect. They're so cinematic, truly. Like that was such a bad boy on a motorcycle kind of song, running away from his problems kind of vibe. Like it's so visual in my mind, and it's hard for me to visualize things. So when I can through music, it's a really good sign. So please, let's pray to the album gods that this doesn't start going downhill, because now I have PTSD from that.
When I wake up early in the morning, but you know it is wrong. I'm looking for it in another place to go. I'm looking under my thumb.
I'll try for all of my life just to find someone who
Please on the light for me.
just sounds so crisp. And I was just kind of doing a little bit of research and was looking at who produced this. And it's Adam Thean, who I've never heard about before, but he produces a lot of like really good indie music. Joe is kind of his biggest collaboration and has done all his projects, but this is so crispy in the ears, and the analog vibes really hit well on the instrument side of this album. I'm really loving it, guys. That was so Crosby, Stills, Nash. It was so beautiful. It was James Taylor-esque. It was laying in a field and having wind blow through your hair vibes. And please, let's keep going with that. Delicia, one of my favorite songs of the year already. The one that's been permanently stuck in my brain since I heard it. I'm obsessed. I can't wait to listen to it for the second time today. It's a banger, and enjoy me lip singing to it because that's how much I love it.
Red eye, last minute flight. I get in early, I was roused by the light. I take a walk in Hollywood. My old apartment isn't looking too good. And now I'm back on your couch, frozen peas to my head. It doesn't leave you alone. Oh God, I wish I could delete you, 'cause nothing can compete with you. Team up with Charlie, take these kids for a ride. Why is my heart pounding, beating out of my chest? Blade complex in me. Oh God, I wish I could delete you. Then I'd be happy just to meet ya. One heart could bleed for the future us if we were young, but this is done.
Permanently stuck in there, guys, on rotation. Can't get it out. I'm obsessed. And, you know, we're kind of getting into songs 5 and 6 and it's going well. Maybe the curse is broken. I'm loving it, guys. I'm really loving it. We are, I think, about halfway through, I want to say, something like that. And we're going to keep going through as we do. New song to me called Egg.
I wish I could delete you.
Let's listen. I literally just brain farted there. I broke down. I'm just in such a giddy mood over here listening to this album. I completely broke.
I was downtown late last night. I was walking around last night. And when I took a step out of me towards a stranger, the muscle suit pumps, it feels like second nature. I'm crawling out of my skin. Saw me through the eyes of the world. Laying on a stomach, she was looking at me. You're just gonna let fear take that. 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 Back in the shell, my life in the cave.
Some night, I'm cold 'cause I'm weak. Deep down inside, there's nothing unique. So why not release and let it come through? 'Cause I'm fighting the flame, I'm gasping for air. Your heart to your pride, could you really be so self-satisfied? Crawling out of my skin, saw me through the other
Oh my God. Very delayed drop, perfectly to wrap up that song. I'm not gonna lie, I judged that in the first 30 seconds. I was like, I don't know, probably not gonna be my favorite. And then my ears perked up. I was like, wait, we went to some crazy violin, some dark dramatic tango, and then that's a good one. That's a really interesting song to listen to. I also feel like I lived a whole life in that song. His storytelling is so phenomenal on this. Golf clap, both clap for Joe, you know? Like, I'm just really impressed right now. Let's keep going on. Fly. I love these one-word titles. Let's make it easy.
I'm running through the snow again. I need the blue. I followed every winding road. Falling back to her. Must fly away from her. I'm packing up my things again. I followed every winding road, falling back to her. Sounds so easy. Since you're back now.
Ooh, you know, Rach, I thought that too. And then when he like breaks it down in the chorus, like it goes very analog, and then the Fallen for You part is so beautiful. Like there's something about that hit me deep, hit me really beautiful moment. Again, his storytelling is so supreme right now. And this has got to be my favorite Joe album that he's ever made. It's really impressive. I feel like he's really honed in on what the sound is, what the multiple layers are going to be, and really fine-tuned his writing and made a really good album. I don't know what everyone's thinking. I need everyone to go to bed because thus far, this is a 5 out of 5 album for me. I know it's early. I know we still have side B, which we are always panicked about, but I don't know. I don't see him this getting boring. He hasn't had a boring song in his repertoire thus far. And I love that this is called Charlie's Garden because I think it's his bud. Charlie, what's his butt from Stranger Things? I want to say it's almost like a little tribute to him, and I think that's really kind of cute.
Waking up, it's a fatback shank of the day. How can I convince myself to stay? One more day in Charlie's Garden. One more day.
Hey, sorry to let you know last minute. I know you're probably on your way, but we're not gonna get to you tonight. Maybe Thursday, maybe Friday.
Well, tomorrow you'll be shaking my hand, oh yeah. When will I release myself? One more day in Charlie's Garden.
Hey, Joe, would you mind calling me back? Unfortunately, we're gonna need you tonight. You can just let us know if you're coming in. Yeah, sorry. It was a bit of a mix-up.
Perfection of a song. I want to wake up to that every day. I want that to be my theme song. I want it to play around me every time I'm walking around. Just a nice little new version of Mr. Blue Sky mixed with the Beach Boys, mixed with the Beatles, mixed with all of that 70s, 60s, 70s era. Oh my God. Sign me up, Joe. Now I'm going to have to try to see this man on tour. I really want to see that song live. Can you imagine the love that would be happening in that pit? We keep on going. Gap Tooth Smile. What's next in this album? I don't know if it could be any better.
There she is, got to smile. Yes, I know who you are. Frame up for my baby, she's my superstar. Big heart makes me roly-poly with a dark smile. Ha ha, she's good. That's my little miss. She's my number one. My heart in your dreams. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Gotta get my blessings from the one I know. So here, her style. Come on, find me.
That is the cutest little song of all time. I think everyone should send that to all their sweethearts because, oh my goodness, we only have 3 songs left. And I think I'm giving this album a 5 already. If the last 3 songs can deliver, then we have a 5er on our hand, folks. And I think we're going to have to do some sort of sound effect for that because it's been weeks. It's been a long time since I've had a 5er. So I'm excited to finally maybe add one to the collection this year.
Life can bring you down. The world can be so cruel.
This is the Beach Boys. This is the Beach Boys. Oh my God, Joe did a Beach Boys version of Joe. Oh my God, I'm living my best life. I'm living my best life right now, guys.
Yes, it's true. I do it all for you. How can I repay the due? The way you know me, love me, pull me through. All for you. All for you. Yes, it's true. I do it all for you.
That one is going on my future wedding playlist. Thank you very much. Oh my God. That was so beautiful. Okay, Joe, my little poet, you're making me a little misty-eyed over here. Damn, whoever that person is, they are lucky. They got all the love. This is going on multiple love playlists. Like, wow. We're going to be hearing that one a lot. And I don't mind it because that was beautiful. The Beach Boy vibes in the beginning. I agree with you, Rach. Billy Joel a little with the piano. Ooh, it's just hitting. And I'm reading some of the negative reviews and
I'm coming after some of you.
I'm coming after some of you. I'm sorry. It just has to be done. You can't have a choir not make me fall in love.
I know my sisters for a lifetime. I count my lucky stars that I have them. When life's burn isn't shining through,
amazing. That was insanely good. Rach, you really summed up my thoughts about this album. It feels like a tribute album to his favorites, but at the same time, really making it his own. I mean, a choir over that kind of rock and roll retro sound is so sick. I feel like he's mixing genres that should have been mixed back in the 70s and 80s and 60s even, but like they didn't, and it makes perfect sense when he's doing it. He's thriving. He's thriving. This is the last song on the album. I think you already know my thoughts. I think you already know what I'm gonna say, and we're just gonna wrap it all up in a nice little bow.
There's a crux to everything. Not everybody's contemplating it. The connection is real, and I live for the rush. Get it back to your heart. Get it back to your heart. Let it out from inside you. Get back to your heart. Get back to your heart. Get back to your
Oh man, what a perfect ending. Like a very classic rock ending of an album. As we kind of just said in chat, I totally heard the Benny and the Jets part. I heard the Beatles, Imagine. That was wrapped up in a nice little bow and a present, and here you go. That's the Joe album. 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5. Absolutely great album. So much fun to listen to. And people get a little weird that they're like,
Oh, retro music, you're not putting your own spin on it, you're just copying.
no, because that was absolutely all of the influences we were talking about on stream today. You can hear it in his songs, but he's making them their own. There's something about the little Joe sprinkling over that sound that it was really refreshing to hear. He had so much fun with it. You can kind of tell these songs they're just big. They're big-hearted. They're stories. They're all of his imagination wrapped up into 12 songs. And I loved it. I loved it. I really, really did. I don't see what Mr. Dale Maplethorpe at Far Out Magazine said. It's a well worth listen, but it often lacks bite. Did he hear the same album I heard? Lacking bite? I think that has a lot of bite. And you know, maybe for Dale it didn't hit yet. But I hope they re-listen, because I think that was a really beautiful, well put together, well produced, crispy, biting kind of album. And I just don't know, I disagree so wholeheartedly. But there were some other really good reviews on this. We have, Taste Magazine gave it an 82. So there is a lot of chit chat about this, but I had so much fun with it. And at the end of the day, that's what music is supposed to do. I mean, I do love a really sad, depressing album, but when I hear an album like this that evokes a nostalgic feeling in the sound and just makes me so comforted and so warm inside, and then makes just a really, really well done album on top of that, like, sign me up. I'm in it to win it. All right, guys, we did it. That's the end of stream, the end of Joe. I'm adding every song to my playlist. Help. I will see you guys all next week. Please take care of yourself. Rachel, big air hug. I'll see you guys next week. I love you guys so much. Have a good afternoon. Bye.